Hey everybody, this is Hostrom with another Star Trek First Edition video. We're actually going to play an online game today. I'm here with Joshua Camper, aka Tiberius D'Angelo. Is that right?
That is right.
All right, and I also got here Mr. The one, the only, the soon-to-be 40 years old, Christopher Sonstaby.
AKA Lore.
AKA Lore, but everybody knows that, Chris. Everybody knows that. I don't need to share that.
I feel like they don't.
Anyway,
if people would notice, obviously we're not playing a three-player game. That would be ridiculous, especially in first edition. I am going to just provide some color commentary on one of the two decks that these two are playing with and sparring over, and perhaps give Tevin some shit when he starts playing well. So, typical evening, I think.
Yeah. Chris is basically going to be here to soft referee this match in case we have any rules issues or whatever. But mainly, he's going to be here to attempt to get under my skin and root for the newer players. So,
I was told there would be no math. I'm just going to say that right
now. no math. Well, you don't have to worry about the math. We'll have to worry about the math as we play. But I am going to be playing a deck that uses the new cards from Dogs of War. Josh has stated that he's going to be playing a deck that is one that he has been wanting to play since coming back to the game. And we're just going to run these two things at each other. I'm just going to put it out there. I can't speak for Josh, but this deck that I will be playing is not going to be hyper competitive. It's something that uses the new cards, and it's just something I've been messing around with a little bit. Players will, everyone will see here on the video as I play what's going on. But, this should give everyone a clue here. So the people at home who are watching my screen, they are gonna get a really good idea of what I'm doing because I'm showing them my non-dilemma seed cards right now. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get started. Go ahead and call it, Josh. Odds or evens?
Even.
Wow,
you win.
Just let Josh go first. Wow.
Okay, so Josh, you get to go ahead and get us started off. We're gonna do a timer. We're gonna do the timer as well. So, Chris, if you'd be so kind as to keep the official timer for us.
Sure. What are we looking at? 75 minutes for the online time, right?
I believe so. I believe it was 105 minutes in the book or whatever. So that would be 75, right? Or.
You're not wrong. I just I'm muttering to myself about online time limits because that was a big issue when I did the organized play update. Like we don't have that on time. We had not changed online time limits for drafts and warp speed or anything else. So.
Well, there we go. We've got the official organized play man here. So if we don't play organized, we're going to get yelled at. So
if you want to pimp a 40-page document no one will want to read, or if you want to read it, put your to sleep. Have at it, everybody.
All right, Josh, go ahead and get it started.
All right, so we go with doorway phase first, correct?
Correct.
All right, so I will lay out a battle bridge door.
I will just drop a Q10.
Okay. I will also drop the Q10 Civil War.
Okay.
Finally, the alternate universe door.
Interesting. All right, so now we move on to mission phase. Go ahead and get us started on mission phase when you're ready.
All right, if I can find the tab. There it is. All right, here we go. Let's see. I have encounter at Farpoint.
Interesting.
Do I need to move the mission a little more in the center?
Yep, I'll move it for you.
Okay.
Bang. All right, I'm going to go ahead and draw Battle of Cardassia.
All right.
Apparently.
Okay, so I have a security briefing.
Okay.
Next here.
Very interesting. Put them next to each other. All right. Military exercises. I don't think I care to have those next to each other. So let's cordon you off a little bit.
Okay. Let's see. We have a study commentary cloud.
Interesting. Looks like I'm going to go ahead and drop impose order. Let's drop that right there.
All right. Let's see. We will put a Explore Dyson Sphere.
All right. Seeing a lot of feds and then this thing right here, so that's interesting. Investigate Quarantine.
That's a cool card. I wonder where that one came out.
I know. That's a really nice picture.
Subtle hint that came out as a prize this year in the Subspace Championship Series. That exact card.
Yep.
So
cool. We got a planet here, space there. I'm gonna group my planets and spaces together, so I'll put it right there. Go ahead.
Okay.
the second time I think one of you had an opportunity to put two missions next to each other, and you guys are still threading them in and out. It's interesting. Interesting mission.
Let's see. Reallocate dividends.
Money.
Let's see. We will go right here. All right. Got two 23rd century right back to back.
All right. Clash at Chintaka. I will pair it up over here.
Okay. And let's see. We have Attack at Rare Phenomenon.
All right.
That is a really weird mission to see.
Yeah, so for the viewers at home, what's going through Kevin's mind right now is that early on it looked like it might be Fed Bajoran, especially when he got to here. But then he opened up two Dominion missions, and I only see Dominion non-aligned Cardassian here, but there's no Cardassian here on Explore Dyson Sphere, and so then of course my brain goes, this must be Borg. This has got to be TNG. This has got to be TNG Borg, because I can't imagine this would be First Contact Borg. Because what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing a mission that is two missions here that are very heavily invested in skills that Borg would want to get, and then a 4-drop skill bomb here and another skill bomb here that TNG Borg would really like. But this right here at Attack at Rare Phenomenon, that really seals it. That this has got to be TNG Borg. We're going to go ahead and duplicate or reallocate dividends because mine chose to come up late.
That's gross, I think. I mean, yeah, you're looking at those mission sets, Kevin. I would probably come to the same conclusion. It's got to be Borg of some flavor, because what else would have that many space missions for me? But yeah, I don't know that I would have immediately picked up on the skills, but you're totally right. Dip, Anthro, Act, Log, Greed. Yeah, that's for sure skills Borg would love to pick up.
Yep, so... all right, so that's the mission phase. All right. Moving on to dilemmas.
Now is when they get quiet, everybody at home. I feel like this is like my dynamite drop-in time.
Well, I'm going to do a little talking because the people at home can see what I'm doing. I'm obviously not going to say what the cards are, but I'm going to talk a little bit about what my thinking is. So if I'm going on the idea that this is TNG Borg, then this combo right here is my weakest one. And so I want to put that wherever I think is going to be the weakest position. And the weakest position then is the duplicated mission.
I always like seeding light under duplicated missions. It feels like no one does them, but every once in a while, a top player will go, yeah, let's just go kiss our sister and do the duplicated mission. That's what it feels like, honestly.
So by putting in the two dilemmas that I'm going to seed here, you know, the people at home will kind of understand what it is, what my reasoning is. Because if I think it's TNG Borg, then I'll be perfectly happy with them facing their own dilemmas and having to deal with this. Of course, though, as any good dilemma seeder knows, you make your decisions and then you double check your work and then you may change your mind. People who've played against me have seen me do that 100 times. Chris can attest to this. I'll put six stacks out and then be like, no, I want to do this, and I'll literally move them and I'll play. Queens. I'll play queen. You know, find the queen.
I have developed a habit with our local group of annoying, especially James Heaney and some of the others, where I just change all my combos as I'm playing them. Like that,
Yep.
I'm like, oh, these are going to be the combos for this game against James, and then for Robert, they're going to be this other combo. And it's partially caused by duplicated missions. Sometimes it's just paying attention to where they are, where you're going to set up. Are you going to be able to drive them off where they want to be? Especially with Borg, Kevin knows this. I mean, we've both seeded 0 dilemmas at the mission next to where our cube is. Come get it. You want it? It's right here. You're not going to do it. You're afraid to go get the cube. So a lot of psychological warfare involved in the mission phase and the seed phase, I imagine.
Yep. So if I'm operating under the idea that if he's TNG Borg, he has seeded 3 different space missions, but he's heavy on the 2 space missions over here. If I assume it's TNG Borg, he has to start his cube on either end. TNG Borg likes to start where the space is. I mean, most Borg decks like to start where their space is. So I'm definitely going to be seeding legit combos at those at the 2 space missions then, because that's where I really feel like I want to be okay. Because the other reason is that if it's TNG Borg, he doesn't have access to Geordi's eyes, and at least not reasonably so. And so therefore, I feel more safe just putting the nastiness right there. And then of course, on the flip side of the issue, though, he does have. He's only got 2 missions on either end. That's what's interesting. He's 2 mission locked, and so he's filtered to the middle. If he decides he wants to try to avoid that. So, it's a longer path to get the planets here, and because once you realize that, then what I do is I actually take this one and put it over here, so I hedge the bet against if he goes to space first, then I've got the best combos there, and then of course the last space mission's not going to get garbage, that's for sure. It's not going to get garbage. But what happens is that then when I look at my remaining set here, what happens then is that this combo actually comes over here. It will come over here because I need it to be here because I have better dilemmas that I'm actually going to put under the duplicated mission now.
I feel it's important to let people know. So as I spectate, I can't see any of these cards, Josh's or Kevin's. So I'm assuming he knows what he's talking about, but I'm just being quiet because I have no idea what he's fucking talking about. I'm seeing what Josh is seeing, which is just the backs of cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I'm not seeing his shared screen intentionally. I kind of wanted to be surprised. I thought it'd be more fun that way anyway.
Which then becomes another reason for why Tabletop Simulator is better, because on Tabletop Simulator, if you are a spectator, you get the table can be set where spectators can see everything. But as Chris said, maybe it's maybe it is fun to just kind of be surprised, like it's a normal game, and you can only stand on one side of the table and watch it, I guess.
Yeah, I definitely feel like truly this is effectively as I'm the TD, right? I don't know what you guys are doing. I'm just kind of walking by, looking at the table, and scribbling bad things on Kevin's command card to see that he doesn't remember what he's doing. I don't know. Draw a dick right next to his name. I don't know what I would do. Some type of something to try to tilt him a little bit. So, I do think if it does end up being TNG Borg, I think that's a really interesting mission set, or I should say match set, because you've got what I'm guessing is brand new hotness when I see the Battle of Cardassia versus kind of flavor of the month last month type of TNG Borg.
Yep. So if it's also TNG Borg, then my concern about Battle of Cardassia just disappears. Like, I'm not worried about it being stolen in any way, shape, or form. If he wants to try to clear it out for me, he can clear it out for me. He'll score 35, I'll score 50. So then that fear kind of goes away.
And I'd take that trade too.
Yeah. So
it's 35 on there, and I guess I missed that. That can't be real.
What's that?
Oh, you're saying it'd be 35 with their like objective.
Yeah, because they don't get the mission points; they're just getting their objective.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So even though he get,
there's got to be a ref card that stops that, right? I thought there was.
There is. Yep, there is. Well, no, it's the referee card. Well, I'm not playing with a ref pile, so he doesn't have to worry about that. But you know, access denied says your opponent can't do established gateway there, I think. Or maybe they can't.
It'd be like harvest resource or whatever the TNG ones are called.
Yeah, assimilate technology or whatever the heck it is.
Yeah, it's dumb. I mean, you still can do it.
Yeah. But it shows 40 points, and so I want to say that the ref card doesn't stop that. So, but again, if he wants to clear out his dilemmas for my benefit, you know, I mean, I'm going to
come again.
What's that?
That's what you say. You say thank you and come again.
Yep.
And they do it.
Yep.
All right, I'm talking too much. Get your combos out there, guys.
No, you're good. You're good. So I've got all mine set up. I'm just waiting for Josh to figure out what he's doing. But I mean, if my suspicion is correct that this is TNG Borg, I'll have some notes for how to improve this mission setup. Because what really does it is this mission right here: attack at rare phenomenon. If this mission was more in line with being fed in Bajoran, you could really hide it with this weird mission set.
I feel like the security briefing is kind of a giveaway too.
Yeah, security briefing is such a difficult mission to do that it's like, ooh, that's a bit too difficult. And so you're thinking, well, I don't think that they care about this. And so, I mean, you could almost hide it as like a TOS solver, because Explore Dyson Sphere for sure looks like a straight fed mission. Mm-hmm.
And the Sigma Iota is 23rd century, right?
Yep.
That's their thing, is the 23rd century thing.
All right, I have all my dilemmas out now.
All right, let's go ahead and drop. Let's go ahead and slide them underneath.
Okay.
And you did remember that they get faced top down, right?
Yes.
Okay.
If I can line these up, this is one thing I don't like about Lackey.
Right. It takes a bit of getting used to, that's for sure. So of course we do the dual mission last. So.
Yep. Okay, come on.
Kevin, I was gone for a day, and I came back to 8 PMs.
You what?
On Trek CC. I had 8 PMs on Trek CC. That's what I'm reading right now. Like, it's just... I get Josh, I get none during the work week, maybe 1 or 2. The one time I leave for the afternoon, I get 8.
Okay. So Josh, you had the bottom seat. You had the first seated reallocate dividends. So therefore, you will have the dilemma that is faced first. How many dilemmas are you seating here?
3.
Okay, I am seating 3 as well.
Yep.
All right. So then that means that I have to seat first. Then you will seat on top of that. And then I seed. And then you, me, and then you get the first faced. All right. Nope, you're fine.
Okay.
I got it. Don't worry about it. I got you. All right. So dilemma phase. I'm going to drop in the Bajoran wormhole mirror universe.
Interesting.
And then that will download. Oh, where the hell are they? There we are. Bingo and bongo. So that's Gamma Quadrant. And Alpha Quadrant, I'm going to go ahead and... let me do some math here.
I'm actually really confused. Why didn't you seed that doorway that gets all that shit?
What? Because I get to do it now instead of having to do the doorway phase.
So you wanna be sneaky with it instead of telegraph where it's not. All right.
Yep. Well, you kind of. It's a way that this is a move I used to do with the old Dominion Slaughter deck. I would see where the missions were, and then I would seed this in any phase because I can, and then that would give me the complete strategic advantage of now I'm going to slide this one in wherever I think you're going to start.
Well, he's the number one player and I'm not, Josh. Right there. Stuff like that I would never have even thought of ever.
All right. So I am going to slide in right here.
As a newbie player, this is fun to watch, so I can maybe gain some experience.
Well, that's a big reason why I'm talking this out because again, these are friendly matches where I want people at home, the people who are going to watch this video, to understand that here's some thinking process, and especially for newer players as well. I mean, obviously these videos are supposed to be definitely geared for newer players because I'm not playing Continentals level decks here. I'm playing decks that are going to be a bit more straightforward and out of character for me. I mean, not completely out of character for me, but they're not going to be like overly intricate, but they are going to still have some of these interesting little tricks because I feel like it's important for newer players to maybe see that, like, okay, just because just because this card's a doorway, make sure you understand in any phase is what really makes it good, right? So. Okay, and then also I have to see Deep Space Nine during this phase as well. And now we can move on.
Your seed phase has almost been 20 minutes, by the way.
Wow.
So I wasn't sure if you really wanted a clock. I was kind of surprised when you said that.
Well, we don't have to keep the clock. Honestly, if he's playing TNG Borg and I'm playing what I'm playing, then this game he might clock me pretty good, or I might be able to do what I think I need to do in order to win this. So we can just let the clock go. So
I'll kind of keep loose on it. I'll just remind you, hey, it's been this long.
That's fine.
That long.
A good argument for not doing the clock is that Josh is a new player, so it's more important that he learns to do things right than do things under the gun. So.
Yeah, I mean, within context, that's why I think you kind of just say, hey, you got this much long. Because Josh, I'm sure, is going to fall in the same trap a lot of new players do, which is they have no idea how long it takes to do things in a game, like to download stuff, to, seed phase. These are all important decisions, but by the same token, if you take too much time, now you're, like you said, chasing the clock, and that sucks. No one likes to lose a game because of the clock. Mike Harrington.
All right, go ahead, Josh.
All right, so we're faculty phase now?
Yeah, facility and everything else.
All right, well, they will be coming.
Look at this number one player, this number one player, like, work it out.
Let's see here.
You'll need to tell everybody before, like, Josh told him he was playing TNG. You can just shut the fuck up.
Jeez, Chris, just let me have my moment of making the people at home think that I'm that smart.
You got plenty other moments.
All right.
Try to be okay about it.
All right. So what I will say though is that I did call it correctly that he was definitely going to be heavily invested in this side of the space line.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with new arrivals.
Now, as a new player, and maybe more experienced players out there, because I had two options with the TNG Borg ships, the Locutuses and the J-29 cube.
Yep.
I chose Locutus because it's a cool ship.
It is the better ship for you to play if you are not as concerned about moving your ship quick. Keep in mind that you are not committed to this when you're not committed during the seed phase to your ship. You're only committed to this incident. So you get to choose which ship you want. So what you should be thinking is do I want J-25 because I want to move fast? Or do I want Locutus' Borg Cube because I want to be a little bit more stout with having more weapons and shields? So if you think you're playing a mirror match, you definitely go with Locutus' Cube. If you're playing against an obvious battle deck, you go with Locutus' Cube. If you think you're playing against a friendly speed solver, you go with J-25.
Probably with you playing the newer cards, you're playing Staging Ground. is my guess.
I don't disagree with Kevin. I'm never going to use that crappy J25 cube.
All right,
Sorry,
you're up,
sorry.
Josh.
I'm gonna be the biggest dog in the yard on Locutus's Borg cube, so I'm gonna
Yep.
give Josh 10 points to Gryffindor for that.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, Chris. I believe in myself more than I believe in my need for J25 cube, so I'm with you on that. That I'd almost always choose Locutus's cube.
Like to me, it's like a 99.1%.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Anyway, you're up, Josh.
All right, so we are past. Are we just regular seeds now?
It's anything else. I mean, do you have any more seeds?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So go ahead and keep going.
All right, so I have the continuing mission, which
Yep.
gets me the
Ultimate user.
ultimate user.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do, just because you said it, reshape the quadrant, which gets me the staging ground. Oh, hold on, I got to hold on. I got to do my sites first before that. See, that's what's weird, is that I'm going to have to do my sites first. That's one of those weird things you learn as you play new cards for the very first time. I'm going to just seed my 6 sites right now. Boom.
I actually have an old timers question. Josh might actually. I thought you could seed them one at a time. Can't you do that? Or they're now batch seeded?
I don't know and I don't care.
Well, it's more just a talking point, Josh. I put sites in all my decks, like literally, even if I don't have a Nor, because I don't want my opponent to get ahead of me on seeds cards because of that.
Yep.
But they may have changed that rule now. I guess I don't know.
And I don't know either, so that'll be something that we'll have to go to the rule book later. But I'm going to do them all at once if Josh doesn't care.
Nope, don't care.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Let's see. Well, okay. Did I miss this seed phase with holodeck doors? Should I have seeded that?
Nope. If you want to non your ship now, you have to do it now.
Okay.
Yep. Because it says right on it during facility phase. Seeds during facility phase.
Okay.
Yep. And of course, since you don't have anywhere else to put it, you have to do it after you have your cube in play. So, all right. So back to where I was, that I'm going to do reshape the quadrant for the staging ground on the docking pylons, which then gets me the treaty.
That's a lot of moving parts for one card. One card investment. Wow.
Let's see. I will be putting down Relentless.
All right, I gotta refresh my Relentless, and that's the one that's no implant cards.
Right.
Requires 3 drones for any scouting attempt, and you may play adapt, negate, obstruction to target as long as you encountered it on the same turn. Scouting missions targeted by your consume objectives is completed and the scouting. Yep, that's the one that allows you to go fast. All right.
That card is so confusing to me because the 2E version is Worf being angry, and it was always in my 2E decks. You can't title it. It's so confusing when you title a 1E card totally different.
Yeah.
It's the same title for a completely different card.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to drop Trust the Prophets, and that'll get me the Celestial Temple. Oh.
Now, a question about Relentless. Now, I remember from the Decipher era Borg that when they encounter a dilemma and they can't get past it, they're stopped. But the next turn, they could play Adapt to be able to then get past that dilemma.
Yep.
So is Relentless for the TNG Borg? If I encounter a dilemma my first turn that I cannot get past, I can play Negate?
So you can play the Adapt on the same turn that you encountered it, but it has to be encountered by different drones, of course. You can't play the Adapt just because. You have to be facing it again. Because once that dilemma stops you, all those personnel are stopped, and then they're no longer facing that dilemma anymore. So in order to play the Adapt, you basically have to encounter it with a different group of, at least one other drone. Obviously with Relentless, it has to be 3 other drones, but you have to face it with a different group.
Okay. So for space missions, it's pretty much mute, but for planet missions,
yes, Relentless is important again at planets, at space. If you're getting stopped by everything and that's your only ship, then that's all she wrote.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
It's your go.
Okay, Tribunal of Q.
Very nice, very nice. I'm going to seed, they call themselves the Maquis, and that'll get me a Art of Diplomacy. Hidden Agenda style, because it has to be.
I'm going to play a Hidden Agenda card.
I am going to play a Hidden Agenda card.
And my last seed is going to be another Hidden Agenda card.
All right, I am going to seed a Bajoran Resistance cell. And then I'm going to go ahead and seed 4 more Hidden Agendas.
What?
Wow.
Four fucking hidden agendas.
Okay.
Apparently
All right.
Kevin doesn't like dilemmas. Who's playing Borg again? There's not Kev.
What's that?
But who's playing Borg again? Are we sure it's not Kev?
I know, it might be me. All right, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're seeding 20 dilemmas, huh?
Yes.
All right, good to know. Good to know.
This guy's my spirit animal, Kev. He does exactly what I do. 20 dilemmas, big cube. Josh, if I weren't already trying to root for you, you've already earned the root for you.
Well, I appreciate that.
Kevin
nice.
knows, like, that's become my style for sure lately. I just build a solver and then give you 20 dilemmas and say, if you can get through my fortress, congratulations.
Yeah.
For a newbie to hear that from more experienced players, that does my heart good.
I'm serious. Like, it's what's up.
It is very much the Chris Sonsby style of play, is to be like, I build a fortress, I play the bare minimum of things, I go fast, can you beat me?
Right.
All right, so I shuffled, gonna draw 7.
Okay.
To use the baseball analogy, I'm going to give you a fastball, and oh, by the way, I've moved the fences back to 600 feet instead of 400. Can you still hit it over the fence? If they can't, they can't. That's how the fortress works.
All right. So the people at home, they know what Kev is up to here.
The stinky.
We'll see how things go. So anyway, I've drawn my 7. I hope you've drawn your 7, Josh. Good luck to you, sir.
Good luck, sir.
And whenever you're ready.
Okay. All right, so I will play for free with, see, they will be coming. It's a generic board. So I will play 6 of 13, the Scout Drone.
Sure.
And that will get me with the, continuing mission. I get to draw a card.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. I can play for free with the Ultimate User, another drone. So I will play, 11 of 14, the Biohazard drone. My normal card play will be Locutus.
Very interesting.
Now as, a question here, doorways, I have forgotten. Do they play like interrupts? Can I play them?
They play like, do you play Magic, Josh?
No.
They play like sorceries. Your turn as an action, but they don't cost you a card play.
Okay, so I will go ahead and play a Ready Room Door since I have Locutus on his ship.
Well, you don't even need Locutus on a ship.
Oh, you don't?
Nope.
I thought you had to have your commander on.
Nope.
Ready Room Door just says once per turn download 2. Well, what are you trying to do? I guess.
Well, I'm going to get a captain's order.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's fine. You don't need your matching commander for that.
Okay. Let's see. I will be downloading from my Q tent. Let's see. I will get a captain's log.
That makes sense.
And I will put my Ready Room Door on top of the captain's log to prevent you from nullifying it, I hope.
Well, just be that way about it.
And see, that will be the end of my turn.
Okay.
So I will draw, and that'll be it.
Okay. All right.
So you want to drag these people, Josh? And
yes,
put them in your crew 1.
I'll put a counter on Locutus's ship to create a 1. So I will move these 3 to crew 1.
All right. After you played your Ready Room Door, I'm just going to flip the Art of Diplomacy as my action for no reason, not triggering it. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm also in. Let's see here. Who did you play again? Never mind.
He played Locutus. He played some drone from Trouble Tribbles, and he played the diver drone, the one who's got the mask.
Do either of them have security? Is what I'm asking.
I don't have an answer for that. I'm a visual person. I couldn't tell you their skills.
Yeah.
No, they do not have security.
All right, then I'm gonna hold off for a second. Again, like because this is a casual game and we're like bantering and stuff. Like if you have a question about something that I did during the turn and you want it like clarified, just ask. You know, there's not going to be any like, oh, but that's secret now. Like, no, just ask the question. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do the old staging drop. Dropping the Fed ship with these 3 different affiliation people.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll go ahead and flip defend homeworld. We'll go find everybody's favorite sexy lady, Kira Nerys. Where is she at? Where are you at, girl? Bang.
Not mine. I pass.
The ridges don't do it for you?
She's too much of a bitch. I've seen too much of that show. She's just angry, bitchy. Like, I have a buddy who would say she needs the bitch fucked out of her.
All right, so that gives me 2 resistance personnel in play now. So we'll go ahead and download a espionage card. We'll make impose order a little bit more friendly to myself, and then that'll draw me 2 cards with resistance cell. And then Kira's gonna relocate to heaven.
She just took a stairway? Like, how'd she get there? That was
Elevator. Escalators all the way.
Joke
Escalators to heaven. All right.
Escalators?
Escalators. All right. And then I will... I don't think there's anything else. Let me think. Let me think for a second. What did I play again here? Nobody that has anything of any importance, I guess. So we will just go ahead. Regular card draw, new arrivals card draw, Kira's in heaven card draw.
Boom.
And then it's your turn.
Okay. Let's see. I will play for free with They Will Be Coming, a generic drone. So that will be the reaction drone. So that will draw me a card with continuing mission.
You betcha.
I will play the productivity drone for free with the ultimate user.
Okay.
And then I will play an equipment card for my card play, which will be the Borg Viculum.
Nice. Just straight up skill sharing.
And let's see how I'm doing on staffing this bad boy. Say I need a blue drone, which I have out here.
You basically need 7 guys. So if you don't have 7 guys, you don't have staffing yet.
Well,
That's
I've got...
They don't get 7 of 9, right? I think he's
No. No. All right. I'm getting close. So,
yeah.
All right. It'll be turn 3. Okay. Now we'll be done. Now we'll draw my card.
Okie dokie. All right. Let's drop a modified Horcha with Chipik, Tonalos, and the Good Doctor. The Good Doctor will special download his teddy bear.
What?
Oh, the last card of the deck. Hilarious. And then we will, since we're in here, we'll Bajoran Resistance Cell again for another espionage card. So let me see. I got to remember which of these. Yep, so it has to go over to this one. We'll put it over here on that mission. That'll draw me 2 cards. And then, all right. Chapak is going to walk over to the guest quarters. The rest of the group is going to be on. Let's just do this. Let's just put the feds on the Fed ship and the non-feds on the non-fed ship. All right, and then end of turn once again. Regular draw, arrivals draw, heaven draw. Your go.
All right. Let's see if with a blue drone. See, I'm looking at my biohazard drone here. So it says if I'm with a blue drone, and I am, I can download in place of a card draw. Okay.
So that'll be later.
So I need to hold that. Yep. I would be interested to hear after we get done playing how you manage the ratio of ships personnel to be able to maintain throwing people down like you are doing right now.
Yeah, we can talk about the math later.
That was one thing about staging grounds when I looked at it that kind of made me hesitant to try playing it right now, is because I wasn't sure if I could balance the ships versus personnel right.
Yeah. Well, we can talk about the math later.
But to me, from spectating, it's all about the power of the draw. Kevin's getting 2 draws from Bajoran Resistance Cell. Mm-hmm. He's getting 3 draws. I mean, if you draw 5 cards a turn, it shouldn't be too difficult to do.
Plus, you're thinning your deck out. Plus, I'm thinning the deck out. You know, each turn I'm pulling an event out of the deck as well. Plus, I pulled Kukulaka out. Like, it's essentially 7 draws a turn. Yep.
Okay, so I played for free another productivity drone.
You betcha.
Draw a card for that. Let's see. I will play for free again another reaction drone. And I will play a topology drone. All right, and that should now get my ship staffed. Let's see, green. I got. See a blue. See, blue is here. See 2 green.
Okay, so who else did you play again? You played topology drone and also a reaction drone. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So blue, 2 green. Now, I will say that I am colorblind, so this is sometimes difficult to be able to see the greens from the reds.
Just so we're clear. Okay, so also, just a moment. When you play the topology drone, the productivity drone, 1 of 14, he's going to be targeted by the Quite a Coincidence.
Okay. See, Caesar plays on table.
What else to say to that either, I'm sure.
Okay. All right.
You say so.
What's that, Chris?
That if you say so, I don't know what the hell that means.
Yeah.
Targeted for sexecution is what I think.
Yeah, targeted for Neil Matthew.
All right, so see, blue, I've got that. See, green, 2 green. See, green. There is another green from my hand or from the ship. So that is 2 green right there. Mm-hmm. So I have blue, green.
Yep, and then Locutus is red. So you got staffed.
Yep, I've got it staffed. Okay. So I'm going to move them to my crew 1.
Don't forget this guy. There you go.
Yeah. All right, so make sure I don't want to have this ship dead in space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm at 8 people of 7. So let's see that I've played 3 people, so that is what I can play this turn. So I will go ahead and end my turn by drawing.
Oh, he's not going to download an objective and get going, huh?
Not yet.
All right. Alrighty. That'll just give me a chance to drop another ship. And
I love the look of that ship.
Right.
I've always loved the look of that ship.
One of my favorites.
And on the ship, I'm going to actually drop an equipment.
Nice.
And I'm going to drop, I guess I'll drop her in Klingon mode. I'll drop Elizabeth Lens in Fed mode. And let's see.
I think a Klingon would feel dirty being on a Romulan ship.
You're not wrong. I do, as much as I want to talk shit about Kev, I have to give him props for dropping the Derrick's Advance because it looks cool and Mike in one world with it. So
we'll drop Shakar Eden. Yeah. And what's awesome is that I actually have the Tel Shiar in play right now. So yummy.
That's style points and it's functional. It's weird though that you can. I didn't realize this, that you can drop ships that you don't even have to be able to staff. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, you don't have to staff them. You just play them. Like, it's not report with crew. It's just play with and then put 3 compatible people on it. So, okay, then we'll go ahead and we'll download another espionage. Let's cover this one right now. Draw 2 from it. Ooh, that's good. This might be dangerous. I don't know. I haven't even used Chapaka at guest quarters yet. What's my problem?
I was wondering why you didn't go last turn, actually. I was pretty surprised.
We'll go ahead and load up my ships. So we're going to spread some people out. This is ship 1, of course. I'm going to literally have them be in the order that they've been played. Ship 1, ship 2, ship 3. Let's leave you behind. Let's just put the teddy bear with Chapak for right now. Same with the gun.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what their solving capacity is. Are you going to go shoot him? That'd be like the biggest dick move ever.
I was just sitting here thinking that.
I was counting. I was like, fuck, he can go shoot that kid.
Yeah.
That'd be so salty.
I was just looking at that thinking staging ground would be a very good matchup for Borg cubes because they could blow them out of the water.
Well, here's the thing. TNG Borg don't have this little thing called a multiplexer drone, and so I'm only going to lose like 1 ship at a time. But I'm going to assume that I got to come up with 30 weapons because you got 27 plus 2 from a battle.
You're really going to shoot the new player? Boo!
I don't know if I can. I'm still figuring this out.
Go solve a mission, ass face. Don't shoot him.
I wouldn't feel bad at him if he did it.
I would.
I expect
the way. That is not the way. Isn't that what the Jedi Order would say? It's not our way.
I expect in first edition we're going to lose a few.
A few cubes? I would hope not. Fuck.
I'm gonna hold up a second here. I don't feel the need to get rowdy quite yet, either on missions or on solving yet. When playing against Borg and the fact that he's seeding 20 dilemmas, I feel confident that I can just hold up a second. All the personnel that I have in play are just gonna hang out with Chapak. So like literally everybody's there. I'm just gonna leave Chapak as the marker, but everyone in crew 2, everyone that's in crew 2 right now, they're at the guest quarters. And what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to draw 3 to end the turn, but the first one I'm going to finally modify with guest quarters. So I'll draw 2 and then put 1 underneath. And then draw 2 more.
Here's a worthless piece of information for you about that actor. I'm finishing up the series The West Wing, and he plays a presidential advisor that I have seen numerous times down in the ward room, where the president has been advised by him on how to handle military situations.
Well, Ron Canada shows up in a lot of different things. So, all right, it's your turn. Go ahead, Josh.
Did you use guest quarters?
I did, and then I drew 2 behind it. Yep.
All right. Let's see. Well, I am going to play for free another scout drone and draw a card for him. And my hand size is running low. I'm seeing a flaw in this deck. So I'm going to add him to the crew, and I'm going to download an objective.
All right.
So I will figure out, let's see, what did I probably put it in Q10. So I am going to download the place table. Okay.
Okay.
So it is going to be the consume technology, which targets a space mission. So I'm going to target this attack at rare phenomenon.
Sounds
and just
great.
See what happens here.
All right.
And I'm going to begin a scouting attempt, so I'll get to draw a card for that.
You betcha.
Okay. All right. So I will move this mission over to the side and let you reveal the first dilemma.
All right.
See
The random jobbers are going to disgracefully assault you.
Okay. Any damage. Okay.
Yep. And I do not have anything in my point area, so it's just going to be the one random flip.
Okay.
So it's going to be a photon torpedo right up your butt.
All right. Random kills 1 security or computer skill personnel.
Well, you have a computer skill personnel, but your vinculum is sharing, so literally everybody's in play right now.
Oh, okay.
So,
yep.
Right. So it's going to be a selection from anybody.
Okay.
I'm actually confused. Kevin, where did you seed a battle bridge? I don't think you seeded one.
Oh, did I forget to put it in the... I forgot to put it in the seed deck. I'm sorry. That's my bad.
Okay.
It's in the deck list. I just, for whatever reason, I don't know where it went. Maybe... Yeah. I seeded 17 dilemmas, and because I have a battle bridge, so my bad. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's just double check.
That's a demerit.
Yeah.
Full demerit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's supposed to be in there, but anyway, that's my bad on that one. But there's supposed to be a battle bridge. My mistake. So for those at home, I apologize for that error, but it's supposed to be in there. Obviously, you don't seed this dilemma without a battle bridge. So.
So, as a lackey newbie as well, so how will you randomly pull from? I'm curious how that works in lackey. How do you randomly select somebody from the crew?
So what you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead. You're going to right-click on that group. So actually, you right-click on the tab itself, and then you go down to Reveal to Owner, None, and Shuffle.
Reveal to Owner, None, and Shuffle. Okay.
And then just randomly pull a card out because it doesn't matter.
Okay. So we will pull from here. I'll put it down by the cube. So this person is... Oh, is that the one that you selected with the... No, that's the topography drone.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
He's not the one He did.
Right.
It's the guy with the computer skill printed on him. So.
All right.
Yeah. So he dies.
He is dead. All right. Yep. Discard. Okay.
Okay. And then you don't have any security in play, so you're not going to meet this.
Right.
So then I get to kill one person of my choice.
Okay.
And I'm gonna kill the guy that I've targeted with quite a coincidence.
Okay.
So just kill that guy, and I'm gonna score 10 points.
All right. I'm going to reveal.
Let's see, where's easy points? That's what that is.
So that is this drone right here. All right. So he is dead.
Yep, and then because that's an unless you didn't have it, you are stopped, and then this dilemma goes away.
Okay. All right. And in place of a card draw, if I can still do that, I am just making sure I can still do that. Yes, I can. With a blue drone, I am going to download Lower Decks.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
Alrighty. Ship drop number 4.
Wow.
With Shankar, Kaiopaka because she's just so sexy, and Marg.
Hard pass.
All right. And then we're going to go ahead and we'll use the Bajoran Resistance cell for the last time. The last one's actually in my hand. And we'll stick it. We'll just stick it right here on that mission. And draw 2. And then we're going to load up and come after you. So I got to spread my people out here onto the appropriate ships to come fight you. So I got 2.
Ooh, go do missions. It's so fun to get shot at. I want to see that deck solve missions. That's more important than shooting. We already know it in battle.
There's a purpose to my there's a purpose here. So once I'm gonna put something out once we cross a certain bridge, but I'm gonna play the deck the way it's meant to be played, and then we'll simply go from there. So obviously this is left to right. Magellan is 1, Vorcha 2, Diderdix 3, etc. So put a Romulan in crew 3 with a command star and him. And then the Magellan needs 2 effing command stars. Good lord.
Just for people following at home, what card is letting you fight with feds?
He's Borg.
Mm-hmm.
Just Borg in general you can shoot at because you're
Feds have affiliation tax restrictions. They can attack nobody except Borg.
Okay.
Yep.
So, yeah.
I feel like I knew that, but I wasn't sure everybody watching knew that.
No, that's a good question. Great. Nope, that doesn't work. I need you. All right, and then the Vorcha gets Chapak. And you. And I'm leaving the equipment behind. And I'm leaving Elizabeth Lenz behind. And the doctor gets left behind.
And just argue about their term papers.
Yep.
Everybody else goes and fights. I've actually not seen this deck in action, and I'm really impressed by the fact that you have four turns, 4 ships, and a lot of quality people.
Yeah.
What I don't have is staffing, though.
I wondered about that. Like, I've seen you play a couple of really bad scrubby people. I wondered if you had all the ships staffed.
No, so the Magellan is not staffable, so I have to bring these 3 instead. That's the problem. The problem is I'm 1 command star short otherwise. So I have to reconfigure the people now.
Josh, what did you say?
I have to give props to the art department because I think Magellan, that is one of the most beautiful Federation ships. The way it's lit, I love the way it looks.
I guess I don't think I've ever seen that episode. Was it the last episode of the show where randomly they had a Galaxy class just for us all to get our nerd boners on?
I'm trying to remember what episode. It's either the one where they retake Deep Space Nine, or it could be in the very finale, the big battle at the end. I don't remember what episode that is.
Don't get me wrong, I like it. I just was like random Galaxy class on a DS9 show. It seems
it is a random. I think it is a random Galaxy class that. I'm not sure where they got Magellan from. I wonder if it's from the novels, or I'd be interested to know the background of how they came up with that one. I don't even remember Ross commanding that ship.
Well, good news for you, Josh, is that I'm still short on staffing. I miscounted my command stars.
One more turn.
Yep. I miscounted my command stars, so you're gonna get one more turn of doing stuff with that cube, I think. So
okay.
So I'm just gonna move. So you're gonna go here. And Spock goes back to where he's supposed to be. And then that means I'm gonna need you to go there for now. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to have Shankar is going to download another gun because he hasn't downloaded his gun yet.
This is actually
so.
It's a really they call themselves an Maquis gives you that art of diplomacy and dual gun. Shankar has a gun. I feel like those are just really nice synergy. You get your guns all the time.
Well, and he hasn't shown up yet, but I have the resistance guy who gets me the 2 gun as well. This gun right here, like Borum, the resistance Borum, he gets me that. He's supposed to be the one to give me this gun. I'm not supposed to draw it, obviously, but so. Anywho, I am just going to go ahead then and put Kira back where she's supposed to go. No, yeah. I'm going to have Kira. Where the hell are you at, Kira girl? There she is. She goes back to heaven.
The escalator, remember?
Yep. She go back to heaven. All right. Then
the fact that you're talking about going to heaven on Easter Sunday is really funny.
Yeah, it is. All right, and I'll just draw 3 to end the turn then.
Okay. All right.
Oh, there's all my command stars.
I'm just kind of surprised Kevin didn't attempt a mission with the guys who suck on that. Like, he's all these staffing there. He doesn't need to shoot.
All right. I'm going to play for free 18 of 20, the astromech drone. Astrometric drone, not the astromech. So I will draw a card for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I will play another scout drone for free.
Okay.
And just because I can't have enough equipment, I'll play another
another Borg vinculum.
Just because. Right.
They don't stack, so.
Yeah.
If they did.
It would be just double those skills. All right. I'm trying to highlight these guys to move them back to my crew, but I will just do it one by one. Okay. And now they're in crew. I'm not going to move this much. Okay. Let's see. All right. So I will begin the mission attempt again.
Your Borg vinculum is going to help you out here, but I don't remember if you have medical.
I think I do. I think I have a few medical in here.
Well, you just need one. You just got to show me a medical, an engineer, and an astro.
Let's see, a medical. Hopefully they didn't get killed.
It's
yes,
here's the medical. Diver. The diver has it. It's the weirdest thing ever. She's a red dot with a medical.
Oh yeah. The
I may or may not know that because she's in my board deck.
Yeah.
And let's see. I need medical engineer. That could be.
Kev, she'll probably be the only Borg from that set that goes in your decks.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
If she's not already there.
Yeah, I actually think she is because her random medical archaeology is just so strong.
Right now it is. Yep.
I don't have any engineer.
Ho! 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 Boom goes the cube.
Yep.
Because this is literally all it's all 35 photon torpedoes.
I am amazed that there is no engineer here. Could have sworn that there would have had some that I had drawn into, but no, I don't have any engineer at all.
Well,
yep.
Cube go boom.
Yep.
So,
all right. Well, we're gonna flip this Federation flagship,
and then we're gonna computer crash it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what a dick.
All right.
Is that a good game moment right there?
I believe that is.
Yeah.
All right.
Dirty computer crash.
Yep. Computer crash is. I mean, here's the thing, and this is where Kevin talks about the meta right now. If you're not playing with computer crash, like your singleton copy of computer crash right now because of TNG Borg, then you may not. This is the competition card. This is the one card I put in here that I made the seed slot for because of the fact that I'm like, okay, TNG Borg is a problem. Its ability to just like go through so many dilemmas and then be like, oh, I don't even have to like necessarily beat the last dilemma. I just have to get it out of the way. And then I just instantly get points. So yeah, TNG Borg is really strong right now. So yeah. But we are definitely going to continue to play this out because I do want to face your dilemmas. So
okay.
Yeah, I was going to say I think the trump card's been played, right?
Yep.
I would think that you should just let him have his cube back, and I mean let him see if he can get through your dilemmas, and you see if you can get through his. I want to see the solving power of that deck, actually.
Of mine?
I knew it could. Yeah, I knew yours could shoot.
Yeah. But so for everyone at home, the reason why, the thought process was the whole way was I need to pick the side that I think he's going to start at because I knew that I had the disgraceful assault on either end here, and so therefore I knew that I'd tag him once, and then if I picked correctly, it means that my ships were close enough that I could tag behind it. I did not anticipate the cloud wrecking you, but the computer crash this is how I have any hope of beating TNG Borg. So
yeah, I'm looking at my deck just to see where in the world the engineers are, and they're in the bottom of the deck.
Oh, okay. So you do have them.
I do have them.
Yeah, that feels better.
I just didn't draw into them.
Yep, they're in there and they're just hiding.
Yep.
Yep. So, anywho, so
what
now, okay, so therefore, it's in the books that this is we'll call it a quote unquote win for this deck. So go ahead and download your cube, and we're gonna continue to play the game out.
Oh, okay. I'll bring them out of the discard pile because that's where they were. All right. Oh, let's see. Where did my cube go? I thought did I remove it? Yeah, I removed it.
It went into the cloud is what I think it did.
Yeah, they got really wrecked.
So for everyone watching at home, the game has been decided. If you want to stop now, I won't blame anybody. But if you want to keep watching for some excellent, I'm sure to come content, then please keep watching, and I'm sure Chris will keep you entertained.
I'm not the one playing the game. I'm just watching. Like I said, I'm just really curious about
The solving power of this deck. Yeah.
Solving power of the deck, but also I've not really played a lot against TNG Borg. I know that they're super popular right now. Personally, I don't get it, so I'm kind of like trying to see why. I mean, I would play like aggro Borg 100 times out of 1,000, honestly, or 1,000 times out of 100. What we
will do then, for appropriate balance, Josh, is we will still execute, though, the photon torpedoes security computer skill kills. So if you have any
there you
security...
go. Yeah, just give him back the damage, but take the people.
Yep. Yep. So basically so he gets to download his replacement cube, but I'm going to get the 2 kills with the damage markers as they're placed. So I kill 2, and then we're going to allow his Federation flagship to trigger and get his replacement cube, but the 2 kills are the 2 kills from the damage dilemmas, or from the damage markers.
Fair. And then the cloud, he's not on timeout from the cloud, right? Like.
No, that ship would not be on timeout because it is a new ship.
Because it's a brand new ship.
Yep.
Okay.
So do you have any security?
Security.
Or computer skill?
Yes, I do have computer skill, and
But again, you're vinculum sharing everything, so if you have it at all, then it means everyone's involved.
See, I do not have security, but I do have computer skill.
Okay, so just randomly 2 kills from that entire crew.
All right, let me shuffle. Let's see, reveal. None and shuffle. All right, 2 kills. We got the scout drone.
Sure.
And we have, well, that's a vinculum. That does not die.
No, it does not.
Let's see. We've got the productivity drone and the scout drone that are killed.
All right. So the other productivity is also now dead.
They're not being very productive.
No.
Those Borg are union employees.
They, as soon as a photon torpedo shows up, they go on break.
All right. So we remove the Locutus's cube.
Yep.
And then the flagship will trigger, and we will bring so we move everybody to the flagship, and then download one of the following.
And then this is where you're bringing the J25 cube.
Right. All right.
I actually have a small little point I think we should address if anybody from 20 OTF design rules, etc., who's watching this. I thought we decided nobody was ever going to have a 35 damage tactic. I thought we were just going to get rid of those. And I'm actually really surprised to see that Photon Torpedo does 35% damage. I mean, that was the whole reason why we banned the green one, right? Everybody just used that because it was immediately better.
Well, the reason why, Chris, and let me pull it out for you here again. The reason why it's still, in my opinion, totally fine is because of the fact that it doesn't have shit for minus. It doesn't reduce range, and it only hits weapons and shields -1/-1.
Who cares? It's a +2/+2, and it's 35.
Yeah.
Like, every one of those tactics should exist.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though, is that, like, then you got to get rid of Crimson Force Field and the Borg Cutting Beam, which have 40. Like, I don't think that the -35 or greater is an issue. What made Breen so good was that it wasn't enforced, right? It was a +2/+2 with, like, -2 to everything and the 35. Like, you either get the +2/+2 and -35 and not much else, or you get the +2/+2 and a bunch of minus stuff, but then, like, no hull damage. Like, you get 2 out of the 3, but you don't get all 3. That's what made Green Disruptor Burst bad, was that it got all 3, it hit all 3 spots,
Yeah, I guess I'm not disagreeing with you. To me, it honestly,
yeah,
this is going to sound like a shot, but it feels like the designers don't use tactics for making a card, such as the assault card you hit him with that started it. Like,
yeah.
That to me just screams you don't understand how tactics work.
Yeah. Okay, so you got the new cube in. You lost a couple of people. The people are stopped, though, because they hit it unless, but the ship is not stopped. So,
okay.
So you still can't do anything because all the people are still stopped from failing an unless dilemma. So.
Right.
Yep.
All right. Well, I will draw to end my turn.
Yeah. And of course the cloud says, like, the ship is damaged and stopped, but since there's no, that target went away, it doesn't affect the people anymore because they're not the people associated with that ship anymore. So at least that's my understanding of how that is to be ruled. But
It's like when you respawn in a video game.
Yep.
Like you're not dead anymore.
Okay, so let's go ahead and drop another ship. Assault vessel will get me a well, it's gonna. Oh my gosh, I gotta think about what skills I need in play right now. I think I need an engineer. So let's drop Brathaw. Let's drop Pharrell. And let's drop Tarul. And then we're going to go ahead and figure out who's going to go run over and try to impose some order, I think. And then for those people watching at home, if I was... If he had a Quark's rods to deal with the computer crash and got his cube, and we were in this situation legitimately, I would then be like, "Oh, the only way I'm going to win this game is I'm going to like take the fleet over and start tagging him some more." So, but we're not in that mode anymore. So,
thankfully for Josh.
So I'm going to just put everybody together here.
I'm trying to grind the gears in my brain and figure out how can I make this deck have 20 dilemmas. That's all I want to know.
Right.
How do I make a staging ground deck that has 20 dilemmas? Or 22 or 24? Let's just dial them up. I want all of them.
Well, Chris, I have some thoughts because there's definitely a few like totally like these are Kevin only seeds. Like they call themselves the Maquis is totally not necessary. And then neither are these two seeds over here, and you'd be at the 20 dilemmas. Or yeah.
You still gotta do BRC for sure.
Yep.
That's draw.
So I'm just saying that like getting to 20 dilemmas in a more like traditional straight solver version of this deck, totally doable. Totally doable.
A straight solve. Let's go blast people with rotation damage. Fuck it.
Yep. All right. Well, let's take a ship that does not have obscenely stupid like staffing requirements. So the Odyssey is going to unblow itself up, and it's going to take.
Oh, wow, shots fired.
No, like the episode where it gets like.
Oh, I know. Kyoga is cursing at you from his watery grave.
Right, he's angry facing Kevin right now. Like, wow, how dare you make fun of me like that?
His vacuum
right,
desiccated.
Let's have. Okay, then who else should go? What other garbage personnel is totally like throwable at this? Furo. All right. Well, that's a lot of Bajorans though. Nah, I need a Fed to staff this dumb thing.
You knew that Bajorans made good slave workers. Send them out to do the work.
Yep. Wow, a 21st century slave joke, and it actually doesn't feel offensive.
Go do your jobs.
Go do your job.
Oh, that's technically your timer, which obviously didn't matter because you ended way before that. For intensive purposes.
I'm just figuring out who's gonna do what here. You don't have cue the referee and play at all, do you? So like I can totally.
Yep.
Oh, and I have the original cue stand, so I could just totally micro team this dumb thing, can't I?
Yep.
Oh man.
I feel like Pharrell and Shakar would like to go do some work by themselves.
Well, I'm gonna hedge my bet against God is what I'm gonna do. So yeah, all right. So Here's the staffing for the ship. They're going to fly over here, but yeah. Elizabeth and Sean Carr are going to stay. Well, hold on a second. Do I have transporter skill anywhere? Who's got transporter skill? Oh, fuck yeah, Karina. She's going to come with too, and she's going to be on the ship as well. I'm gonna hedge my bet against a God and also a Jolie Chu. So these two are going to beam down and attempt impose order. Oops. I'll let you do the flipping, sir. Yep.
Defrosted menace.
That's exactly what I thought I would probably face. So now instead of every player's turn, their assimilates lowest cunning. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to go odds for Shakar, evens for Kaiopaka to get assimilated now.
Wow.
Say odds.
Well, no, I did a random here. So.
Oh, you did a random? Okay.
Yeah, that's why I said it out loud. So Shakar is now one with the Borg.
Nice.
And Kaiopaka stops.
So you sold him to a different master.
Yeah. So, right. And there's what? There's still 3 more underneath?
Yes, I think so.
All right. This mission is also rhyme-linnable, so let's just go ahead and beam the other 3 idiots from the ship.
Okay.
And they're just going to beam down and face the next dilemma.
Somehow, I do not know how I did this, but I completely botched this dilemma combo up.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Randomly select a medical. Okay, so I guess that's Elizabeth Lenz. She'll stop, and then I definitely don't have 2 bio and a nurse. So I mean, I have a bio.
I'm showing my newbie colors tonight.
Well,
Oh,
you know, it's not a botch if it stops, right? If it works. All right. Who else has bio? Anybody else got bio? Fuck yeah. All right. So the modified Vorcha is going to show up with everybody else. Well, no, I'm going to leave these 2 idiots behind. Those 2 idiots are getting left behind for right now. The modified Vorcha is going to show up, and then Crew 2 is going to beam down an attempt.
Okay.
And here's a medical, and here's a medical. So I'm going to roll a d6. Bashir is 1-2, Mavil is 3-4, Marg is 5-6. So Marg stops.
Okay.
And then these 2 actually have the medical bio.
Okay. So I will remove that from the game.
Jules Melhart wants to join and commentate. I was like, you're not allowed at all, Jules. Go away.
Sorry, Jules. All right.
One too many cooks in this kitchen already.
All right. Unless cybernetics and medical. Well, I have tons of medical, but this group is not cybernetical. Randomly select someone to be assimilated. So let's get the equipment out of the way.
They're not cyber medical.
And Tanalos is now one with the Borg.
All right.
And then of course everyone stops. So I'm just going to put everybody into Crew 2 now, except for the dumb ship. The ships are still floating. Yep. Okay. And then defrosted is when? Start of every player's turn? Okay. So that's fine. We got one last dilemma to face. I'll lose one more dude. All right. Your go, sir. I'm going to draw my 3 to end the turn.
Okay. See, I have nothing in hand that I can play. So I will go ahead and attempt your last dilemma.
All right.
Or maybe that's the last one.
Oh, it is. Totally is. You've got Picard. The question is do you have the integrity?
I say Cloud Domtu.
Yep, Cloud Gom too.
Let's see, reveal. Okay.
I assume that you do because you have, like 6 or 7 dudes, but you need to have 7 dudes.
Okay. So so I have lower decks as well.
Oh, then that's totally fine. All right, you got it. Because you're sharing the diplomacy on Locutus. Because I never killed Locutus, so.
Mhm.
So you got that. It's all you.
Can you solve it? Thought we had a lack of engineer earlier. Did we solve that problem now?
Well, he doesn't have to have that. He just has to literally get all the dilemmas out of the way, and then he just auto solves. That's TNG Borg.
That doesn't seem fair.
No, it totally isn't.
All right. So let's see. The staff cubed is there. So
Yep.
object is complete. So
Yep.
place on mission.
So now he gets all of those skills onto everyone.
Again, that seems fair.
Yep. And this is why I'm like, I don't feel bad about tagging a Borg cube and then computer crashing a download because it's like, yeah. they literally are relentless. If you leave them unchecked, they are relentless.
That's the Kirk kicking Cruise in the face. I have had enough of you. Is what that is.
All right. So see. So my everything is stopped now, correct? Because of completing the
No.
objective.
No.
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 Okay.
Which is the other thing. They're not like they
don't-
do it immediately and then they can keep going. So
Okay.
yeah, I honestly feel like the TNG Borg would have been better designed if, again, it was, you score the points during the turn, and you can have the rest of the turn, but you cannot scout, like, it's just, you complete this objective, you may not scout anymore this turn. So it's like, you get to move to the next place to go, but you don't get to keep scouting. I got my issues with how the TNG Borg were designed, but now is not really the time to go that deep into it. But
All right.
their weaknesses are not apparent enough.
All right. I'm trying to add up the span of the missions here.
So
we
it's
got
3, 4, 8. It's 8 to get to impose order.
8. All right. So we will move over. Well, I don't know if I want to do that.
Well,
well, it doesn't really matter at this point because one, I've lost, and secondly, if with that kind of fleet, I'm going to die no matter where I go.
Well, I've moved on. We're not doing tagging
Yeah, we're
anymore.
past that part. I feel like you're safe to go try to do something.
All right. So
Just wave to him. Just say hi. Pick up your new recruits and fly away.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I do have new recruits.
Yeah. You can fly there. You can beam those dudes up.
Okay, I'll move them to the crew.
I mean, that's definitely an argument for moving because then you beam those dudes up, and then when I start my turn, you get a third one.
Okay, I will draw 2 in this turn.
All right. Okay, start of my turn, we're going to have to randomly select somebody again. You now have Karina of Borg, so I guess you now have Tal Shiar, I guess.
I guess so. Okay.
All right.
She immediately goes to the. Why does she immediately go to the ship? I'm confused.
No, I just put her. She's moved over to the planet. She's on his side of the planet now.
Word.
She's not on the ship yet.
Word.
And this is ticked down. That's ticked down by 1, but it's not going to matter. I'm either going to solve here, or like everyone's going to get stopped, and you'll get another dude before this is all said and done. But we'll go ahead and drop another ship, another assault vessel.
Yeah, I'm really interested after we're done to see how you built your deck.
Rebecca Sullivan. And let's see here. I need diplomacy, treachery. So let's go with Elon Tandra was the Fed. And then my Bajoran is going to be Barial Antos because he has the most skills. Nothing more complicated than that thought. I'm going to assume that this is that other hidden agenda must be the mission debriefing.
Yes.
That seems like the safest of all safe calls to make. This is your holodeck door, by the way. That should be gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how it ended up over here.
I don't either.
All right.
Actually, yeah, I do have a mission debriefing, but at this point, it's mute.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty
kind
moot
of dumb
thing.
that TNG boards still get that trick too.
Yep, they still do.
I mean, it feels like they're attempting missions. Call it attempting missions.
Yeah. All right. Because I don't need the range now, but I don't have staffing for it because I don't have a Romulan there. All right, we're gonna just take an assault vessel over with these dudes, and they're just gonna beam down, and we're just gonna have everybody face that last dilemma.
Okay.
Yep, I have that.
Yep.
Bingo, bango, everybody's favorite dudes. So, God is gone.
Also, something you shouldn't say on Easter.
Yep. Go to heaven. God's not there.
Wow.
All right. And then, of course, diplomacy, treachery is on the Elon Tandro I just played this turn. Strength is everybody plus a couple of guns. And then you can go ahead and flip your mission debriefing on everybody here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and end the turn drawing 3.
All right, so I will beam Karina to the cube. And let's see, we will continue. See, this, the menace goes away too, doesn't it?
No, you still have...
Oh, okay.
You still have your turn and then the turn after that. But I'm gonna be. It's gonna get one more simulation and then I'm out. So you'll catch one more person at random out of this crew of 15, and then
All right, so see, I've got a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can just get over to encounter at Farpoint.
So you're at 35.
Yes. All right, so we are going to beam down the new recruits to the collective.
Okie dokie. Yeah, that computer crash has been going for a while.
And we're going to see what this crew can do.
All right. I'm going to entertaining display. I'm going to download.
Okay.
Let's grab.
Mila?
Let's be very interesting. Let's grab Captain Lursa. And out of the deck, Neela.
Okay.
And then she's going to special download a gun. And then you, of course, keep going.
Okay. See, away team must. Well, they're not an away team.
They're not solving. They're scouting. So that additional text doesn't mean anything to you.
Okay. So.
Whoa! What the heck? What the heck? Oh, what the hell's going on here? That's not right. Something got moved. Yeah, you... Oh, no, wait. I'm pulling from the wrong mission. Duh. That's the problem. Oh, my gosh, Kevin. There's so many, like...
Don't worry about it, because I couldn't make heads or tail what it was.
Anyway, it's a misinterpreted history.
Okay.
I confused myself by moving the entertaining display out of the way. Anyway, misinterpreted history. Let's see here. I get to kill most cunning or treachery. They are... Okay, let's do the vinculum again. I don't know if they're skill sharing or not.
I didn't beam it down to the planet.
Doesn't matter if there's a blue drone, and they're not a blue drone. They're all staff. They're all staffing icons. So okay, so they're not skill sharing. But 2 of them have treachery, so I get to kill the most treachery or the highest cunning. 8, 7, 6. Okay, all 3 of them are eligible because Tunnel Oshikar is the most cunning. And well, no wait, did they? No, it's Borg assimilation rules. They're all the same cunning. Because they're all staff stars.
They're all 557 or whatever.
Yeah, they're all 575s. Because they're all staffing stars. So, on that way alone, I get to kill a person of my choice. So, I'm going to kill the... I'm going to kill the... Law or archaeology. None of them... Neither of them have... Yeah, we're going to kill the leader. Shakar Eden goes to my discard pile.
Okay.
And then, of course, you can't pass it because you don't have any of that. So,
nope, sure don't.
Where the hell did the mission go?
There it is. Encounter at far point.
All right, so they're stopped on the planet.
Okay. All right, I will end my turn by drawing a card.
All right, that's interesting. Okay. All right, so start of the turn. You got to randomly assimilate another dude over here. You now have Tarul of Borg, so there goes my last Romulan. Of the ones I have in play, that is.
Seska wannabe.
All right, so we're going to drop a Navar. With, oddly enough, with staffing. Morn.
Nice.
Worf and Jedzia. And Weld Ram.
What the fuck is Morn doing on that ship?
He gets around.
Is he lost?
All right, we're going to go ahead and just beam everybody up to these ships. Let's see here. I need 2 command stars. I have Baratha, and I have Rebecca Sullivan, and then I have enough staff. And then I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 staff stars. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have enough staffing for everybody. We're going to have the Navar. See, I only have 12 cards left in this deck. We're going to actually grab Kira Nerys now. She's going to come down from heaven. And then the Navar is going to fly to here. And then... yeah. Let's see here, 2 security, 2 honor, 2 leadership. Security, 2 honor, leadership. All right, so Morn and Weld Ram are going to join the other group. And then we're going to have this person just gotta hope that I. How many dilemmas are underneath Battle of Cardassia?
Oh, probably 3. Well, no, it looks like 1, 2.
I see 4 again, I think.
4. Looks like 4.
So this is the other 4-card combo. Okay.
Yes.
I get the feeling that there's a dead end under there. All right. The assault vessel is going to fly to Battle of Cardassia with and it'll be crew 3. Go do your job, Morn.
Go do your job, Morn.
Oh,
Morn had a little respite on the Negvar, and now he's going back to the bar. Is that where he's headed?
Yep. 14, 20, 25. Yep. Okay. So crew. Yeah. So the assault vessel's going to fly over, and then attempt from crew 3, and it's Cytherians. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Cytherians it is. All right. We're gonna have the Odyssey is gonna fly over. I'm gonna pick who's going on the Odyssey.
That wasn't the ideal location I wanted to put Cytherians.
I think it's a great spot for it, actually. You know it's a mission he's going to attempt.
Him and come on, computer, work with me here. Okay, crew 4 on board the Odyssey is going to attempt.
Okay.
All right. Maville's the only female on board, so she goes away. And then they stop.
And slam into the scow.
Yep, they slam into the scow. Okay, and then I'm gonna have the modified Vorcha just fly over and hang out. Okay, and then we're actually gonna have the Navar fly back because I realized something. So, and then we're gonna have Kaiopaka go to heaven. And I'm gonna draw 3 cards.
Okay. All right. These 2 are unstopped now. Right now. All right. We are going to play for free. Another deployment drone. Draws me a card.
Okay.
We will play for free the engineer that refused to show up early in the game.
Well, you have all the engineer you need now, so.
And my normal card play will be another, assembly drone.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm going to send another drone back down to. I have 3 drones that are participating.
Okay.
So, all right. So the dilemma that I had encountered, starting to get confusing on the space line.
Okay. So you're scouting?
Yes.
Okay. So misinterpreted history.
All right. Let's see here. All right. Can you help me or let me know? Are these considered with their staffing icon? Are they blue drones? Or what?
What-
How are they considered now that they're drones?
Okay, so the ones you assimilated, like when you assimilate an opponent's personnel, command stars become blue drones, staff stars become green drones, and no staffing icon of any kind or anything else
Become red.
is a red drone.
Okay. So I have probably screwed up again. This is yet again a newbie experience.
Yep.
I think you can adapt it, right?
Well, I don't have a blue drone.
Yeah, your blue drone has to be facing it.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
So I need to send a blue drone down.
Okay.
So they will be stopped then, won't they?
Okay, and they're also gonna once again they're all targetable for death.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna kill your guy.
Okay.
So he goes away.
Okay.
Now, if you want to send down a blue drone and whatnot,
Now I will send out a blue drone.
but you need him and 2 other people because these 2 are stopped now. So
I'm going to send him down. I'm going to go back to my crew list, and I will send a scout drone since it seems to be thematic.
Yep.
And I will send a science personnel down.
Sure. Okay.
All right.
Now, if you want to go ahead and adapt negative obstruction.
And now I will adapt.
Okay.
And I will discard it.
Okay. And then the misinterpreted goes away. And then now they face this dilemma.
Okay. It's a planet, so 1 security.
And now, since you have a blue drone, they're all sharing the security that you have from the deployment drone.
Mm-hmm.
So one of these 3 is going to die.
Okay.
So we'll just go from my left to right: productivity, scout, observation. Number 4. So it looks like it's going to be this one then.
So which one is it?
This one right here. I moved it
okay.
back.
I see it. Oh, okay.
Yep. So
All right.
he dies.
All right.
All right, and then you do have 2 security because there's still blue drones there. Skill sharing. So that'll clear the immediate disintegration protocol.
All right.
Which means you will then automatically complete your objective again.
Yep. Ooh. Where did my objective go? I thought I had one on table.
Well, we all know that you would have downloaded it, so
Oh.
you've had plenty of time with your ultimate user to download one. So
Yeah, I thought I had one out on table, but I guess I. All right. This
Again.
is one reason why I don't know if we were recording before we started. I have never played Borg before. This is my first time to give them a serious shot at it.
You're doing fine. You're doing fine.
They have so many different moving parts that it always scared me away.
Well, here's the thing. Playing on Lackey, playing any card game on a computer like this is a heck of a lot different of experience than it is playing in person.
Yeah.
When it's your physical cards right in front of you and you have cards in your hand and you have well-defined areas of where your cards are and you can do things faster, it's a heck of a lot easier to keep track of everything. So...
trying to clean up the space line a little bit.
I would just go grab your objective and throw it out there. I mean, we know you have one.
Yeah, he did. So...
he moved it. All right, there it is.
So now you need another 35. Is that
he needs 30.
You had to.
Oh, sorry, I gave him 5 points too many. My bad. Yep, you're at 65 right now. Yep.
Yep. Okay. So that I'll draw to end my turn.
I'm going to drop another ship with Dolmer, Cassidy Yates in non-aligned mode, Lupiza as a Bajoran, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ready room door and put Lovok on board his Sorolla. And then, let's see here. I am going to put the ready room door back on top of the deck. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and have the Sorolla and the Navar are going to fly to here. I've literally run out of like things to do, or spots. So I'm going to put the Sorolla is going to be the ref pile. My gosh. And
What else are you supposed to do with that many damn ships? Jeez.
Yeah, I know. That's the wrong.
Used
That's the
car
wrong
salesman.
one. Where are you? Where are they at? There they are. God, good gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. All right. So now I got to move this stupid marker, and there's still 2 dilemmas to go yet, right? Yep. Okay. So your mission is span 3. That mission is span 3 as well. So it doesn't really matter. Both of these ships have tractor beam. I have completely lost track of who's on what ship now, or which ship is which crew. This is where like playing in real life is so much better.
That's a failure of Lackey. You would know because it'd be under it otherwise.
Yep. I'm pretty sure crew 3 is the Odyssey, but we're just gonna. What I know for a fact is that the Navar is crew 4, and the Sorolla is the ref pile, and the 2 people that are the one group that's a group of 2. No, the Navar is not crew 4. That's not right. The Navar is crew 1. Okay, so that's good. So this is crew 0. This is crew 1. And then that means that then crew number 4 is the Cytherian ship. So let's just get that out of the way and move it to here, it looks like. Four, 6. I got 2 turns to go yet. I don't think there's going to be 2 turns left in the game. Those people are effed in the A. All right, so we're gonna have the Odyssey with Raska Karn and Morn. Move this to here, and then move back. And then rejigger people around again. What do I think I'm going to face?
Are you ready for me to reveal it?
Yeah, crew 3 will attempt from the modified Vorcha. White Rabbit.
It's becoming really popular.
And that's an unless, right?
Yes.
When countdown expires. Okay, well, that's not going to be an issue. Because I'm either going to win the game before that counts down, or I'm going to lose the game. Or I'm going to, quote-unquote, lose the game, right? Okay, so they'll just stop, because they don't have it.
Okay.
If I'd have sent the other group, they would have had it.
That always happens.
Oh, so funny. All right, and then crew 2 will face the last dilemma.
Okay.
And there's the dead end. All right. I draw no cards, and however, what I will do is I'm going to use Art of Diplomacy. Well, hold on. Do I have a double treachery in play that I can even target them? I don't know that I do. All right. This is what's going to be weird. I'm going to use Furell's special download of a sniper, and I'm going to search for a sniper.
Okay.
And then I'm going to fail to find.
What the hell are you doing?
Shuffling the Ready Room door off the top of my deck.
That's it?
Yep.
That's funny.
That's literally all I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to cloak the Sorolla. I'm going to cloak the Navar. I'm going to cloak the Vorcha. And then it's your turn, sir.
Okay. I have nothing to play, so I will move. Let's see. I'm gonna download my last objective
All right.
before I forget. Let's see, reveal. So I believe it's. I don't think it's in my queues 10. Nope. All right. So we will select a space mission. So we will choose. Choose that. Let's see here. That's 4, 8, 9, 10. Well, the one I can get to is in the middle of this cluttered board. So I will select the study commentary cloud.
Okay.
And I will move, see, 2, 5 range.
Yep.
I will move over here. And we will begin the process of attempting that.
Okay.
I will draw a card for the scouting attempt start.
Okay.
Why did that go? Oh, all right. Yeah, okay.
So you have the dead end already. And then rules of obedience.
What does that do? Personnel with highest integrity or fewest icons is killed.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you got to show me all your highest integrity people and all of your people with the fewest red dot icons.
Okay, I'm going to reveal my crew to you, so reveal to all.
Yeah, this isn't going to matter. Like you showing me everyone isn't going to matter because like either you've got this beat and then you're going to just win the game or you don't. So so what is it now? Which crew?
Let's see, it's crew number 1. I think I've hit it to where you can see everybody.
Okay, so you're crew 1.
Yes.
There it is. Okay. So fewest icons appears to be him and him. Right? Well, and then also him. And also him. And then because you took my treachery, you're going to have that treachery. But you have security on everybody because of attack at rear phenomenon, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no point. You have double security and double treachery because I can't kill both of these treachery. Yeah, so there's no point in choosing this. So you'll get past that as well, and then you just auto-salt, and then you just auto-complete. So this proves my point that you can't just let the TNG board go, like, because this is what happens. They complete 2
unmolested.
Yeah, they just complete 2 objectives on a single turn because they blow through a bunch of your they just blow through a bunch of your nonsense, and then that's it. So again, that is definitively the reason why you can't just let them go. So,
Josh, I thought for your first time playing TNG Borg, you did a pretty good job. I mean, I don't know if you built that deck or if you, like yourself, or if that's a deck that you found online. But Seems functional.
It's a little bit of both. I've originally it was I think it was one of Charlie Plane's decks, but then I modified the missions and did a little bit of work with the personnel.
Nice.
Yeah, so here's the thing, like with the rules of obedience, right? So like you either have 2 security or 2 treachery. I can't literally, as long as you have 2 people in play, you get past it because you got the treachery here on encounter and you got the security here on attack. So like, you know, and that's the thing is that like once TNG Borg, once they like get past like that first or that second mission, you're not stopping them with skill anything or almost skill anything. Like you have to basically like completely, yeah. So no, it's TNG Borg are good, but they still have their weaknesses. But this is it. Like I'm not going to feel bad about like, oh, I'm going to come after your cube with my fleet because guess what? That's the only way I can really reliably stop you. I'm not stopping you with dilemmas.
Mm-hmm.
End of story. And that's
well,
the thing.
not with 17 dilemmas. I would be curious how they do about 22.
22, you might be able to handle them for sure. I know that like, you know, because when you can come up with like 4-card combos and stuff like that, you can do all kinds of nasty things that they then struggle with. But again, that's more about 4-card combos than it is about TNG Borg.
Sure. Yeah, 4-card combo against anybody is nasty.
Yep. So,
good game, you two.
Yeah.
Fun to watch.
Oh, I appreciated it, and I appreciated you going ahead and letting me finish it out just to see how things would have gone.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem. I mean, you know.
I'm curious about your deck, though. Could you mind talking a little bit about how you built it?
Yeah, sure. So, I don't know how the hell this happened, but for some odd reason, like, I had a card that got screwed up. I was wondering why on earth I had this one card as a dilemma. I thought I'd taken that dilemma out. So honestly, as far as like fairness is concerned, the that 2-card combo was supposed to be a 1-card combo. The rules of obedience isn't supposed to be in there. It's supposed to have the battle bridge because it's supposed to just be a dead end by itself. But other than that, I can show you. I can. Let's see here. Let me figure this out. Oops, that's definitely a wrong button. All right. So let's clear this game. Okay, just don't load the dang thing then. Well, that's weird. It's not letting me load. Hold on. Let's try this again. Okay. Load recent deck. Okay, just don't then.
Just don't then.
Yeah, it's literally like I'm clicking on it, and it's just like, no, you don't get to load a deck right now.
We'll just talk through it. I mean, you're already like over the 2-hour mark with the video. So.
Yep. So the deck. So the thing you didn't see was that I was setting up sniper combos, and there was literally no point to me even doing it and like killing a couple of dudes for no reason. Because you're playing TNG Borg, and so you're like, here's a couple of dudes, and I adapt. Like, you know, sniper combos do not affect TNG Borg, and so, you know, there's 2 sniper seeds, and then there's they call themselves the Maquis seed, which is literally just in there to get a gun to Intendant Kira when she gets downloaded with the other entertaining display, and then I can just sniper action who's ever on the planet, and then the idea being that I'm going after security, and then either misinterpreted history, I'm going to kill whoever I need to make misinterpreted history harder, or I'm going to go after security so that they can't get past immediate disintegration protocol. Like, literally, my planet combos are terrible against TNG Borg, which is the whole reason why the way to beat TNG Borg with this deck is I just have to fight them. I have to drop a fleet and come after them. It's the only way I'm going to win. But against everybody else, that's the idea. But as far as the deck itself is concerned, there is, I believe, 11 ships in the deck.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. Let me pull it up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, there's 11 ships in a 52 card deck. So the way the math is that since I'm essentially, I essentially consider it to be a 48 card deck, in the sense that I'm pulling out the espionage cards with Bajoran Resistance Cell. And if I randomly draw one of those early, then it's also a 48 card deck in the sense that Kira Nerys becomes a Defend Homeworld download. And if I get Kira Nerys in the opening hand, then you go get Shakar Eden as the other Resistance personnel instead. So I did the math based on the theory that it's functionally like a roughly 48 card deck. And so then basically I want the math to work out where like every 4.5 cards is a ship. Because I don't want to have it be necessarily every third or fourth card, because then you might get too many ships in a row. And so you got to find that like sweet spot of like roughly about 4.5 cards needs to be a ship. And then of course the deck thins out even more once you start special downloading out the hand weapons and things like that. So, you know, that's roughly where the math is. And then as far as like the personnel are concerned, the personnel, it's 4 Klingons, 4 Romulans, 5 non-aligned, and then 5 Feds, and then the rest are Bajorans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 Bajorans, and the Bajorans are in there strictly as one. You know, there's the 8 Resistance personnel, and then there's the 4 best other Bajorans, and that's it. Like that was literally the math and the decision making process. But I say that with the caveat of the whole point of building the deck the way I did was that the deck is like 95 or 96% kill reveals for Sniper. So when I reveal Sniper against everybody else, you know, non-TNG Borg and whatnot, like I can reveal the top cards in my deck, and it's like almost always going to be a Sniper kill shot. The command stars, in order to make this work, I had to pull command stars from all of these like non-Fed people and stuff like that. All the Feds are staff stars or Thomas Riker, Maquis. So that was how I had to like make the personnel selection, and then it was basically now I got to reconfigure this a little bit in order to make the skill matrix work. So I will double check the deck list again in the deck builder, and then I'm going to make sure it's correct where it's showing the battle bridge instead of that stupid dilemma. Because this is what happens when I like build a deck physically, and then I try to like make sure it's right in Lackey and stuff. Is that like I make a decision on paper and then I forget to do it in the stupid deck editor. So that's what happened there. Was that it was supposed to be down to 6? It's actually supposed to be down to 16 dilemmas and battle bridge instead. So looking back at the math here, now that I'm actually looking at the deck list, how I have it on the CC, that was where I screwed up. Was that I meant to pull the rules of obedience out, put in the battle bridge, because clearly I meant to have a battle bridge. And so yeah, it's supposed to be 16 dilemmas and then stuff like that. So everyone at home, you're looking at this list, that's where I screwed up. So obviously it didn't affect this game. Not that this game really matters anyway. But, you know, it wouldn't have changed any of my decision-making process. I still would have put the dead end at that second mission, the second space mission, because I would have known that you wouldn't get to that other space mission until you had staffed your cube on turn 3 and then took 2 turns to move it. You would have gotten those points, but then I, by then, theoretically have my fleet together, and I'm tagging you twice.
Right.
Right? So that's
I feel like there's a I don't want to say teachable moment there, but the one flip off of the disgraceful assault there, and then a standard shot for a double flip to blow it up means your fleet really needed to only shoot one time.
Right. Right. And that's the theory, is that, like, you know, against Borg of any kind, that's really the only way you're going to beat Borg of any kind with a deck like this, is you have to have a plan for how can I shoot them, and how do I make it easier on myself to do so. And so, you know, whether you're building an aggressive version like mine, where I'm playing janky or not, I really feel like the computer crash is almost a must-have right now. Because TNG Borg relies on that, oh, if I get blown up, I go get another copy. Well, I'm going to force you to spend another seed slot on a Quark's Rods. If, you know, and then if I feel like you have a Quark's Rods, well, then maybe I try to find a way to make you burn it right away. And I don't know. Like, I think that a 2.0 more competitive version of this deck, the one I'm playing, is I would reconfigure the personnel a little bit. And then I would have a way, I would probably have a couple copies of Nanoprobe Resuscitation so I can buy back the computer crash. So, yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea at all.
I don't know, I don't really know exactly where that would come from. Like, because I only have the gun, and I honestly, now that I say that, I really only have the guns in the deck because, well, they're in the draw deck because of the fact that they're good probes for sniper. What I would do is once you move this away from sniper into something more competitive, basically all the sniper shit that's in the Q's tent goes out, and that opens up like 6 Q10 slots. So you can literally move you can move the equipment and 2 of the espionage cards out of the draw deck over to the Q's tent. And then that gives you that gives you the draw deck slots to put in either nanoprobes or additional copies of Computer Crash or what have you. Right? So, I mean, that's the only way that this deck is going to be able to beat Borg of any kind, is it's going to have to just come after it. It's going to have to be smart on where it seeds its damage stuff, and then it's going to have to be really aggressive on coming after them. And the planet combos would obviously change. Like, because this was like based on sniper, so you know you would have to come up with different planet combos and stuff like that. But there's a ton of room. I will say this about Staging Ground: I feel like there's an absolute ton of room with this build on building a deck. So
yeah, a lot of avenues.
Yeah,
I actually need to drop out, Kev.
Yep.
Gotta go check on the boss. But Josh, good game. Kevin, good running it.
Yeah. And
I'll catch you guys both later.
Yep. Well, thanks for joining us, Chris.
Yep, you're welcome.
So there you go, Josh. You know, that's Lackey. That's that. So I feel like your version of the deck was good. The only thing I would suggest is you definitely need to put like some kind of draw mechanism in the deck. The once or twice that I've attempted to build a TNG Borg deck, you're either going to have to play with Kivas Fajal Collector or Handshake, because you need to have like those mid-game draws, like, you know. But other than that, I don't see a whole lot of issues with the deck. I mean, it's TNG Borg; it's straightforward, you know. I mean, and then your missions. I mean, if you're fine with those missions, that's fine. But you're going to telegraph your TNG Borg, and so your opponent's going to kind of play around you immediately.
Yeah.
So I would just recommend. I would recommend trying to find a way to make those missions look like they're something completely like consistent with each other. So, I mean, obviously, I know with the space missions you're limited to. Well, you need computer skill, but you know, there's definitely Fed missions that have computer skill, right? So I would try to make it look like it's a Fed deck. If I was you, I would just be like, okay, because you mostly look like a Fed deck already. So, yeah. I would switch the Attack at Rare Phenomenon, and I would switch the Korma 5, the System 5 Disruptors Planet Mission, Security Briefing, whatever it is. I would change those and make them look like they're supposed to belong in a Fed build in some way. That would be my suggestion.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, dude. And thank you so much for playing this game and allowing it to be recorded. It was a good game, good match. We definitely see both playing it straight, where okay, now this game's effectively over because in real life, in paper, I would then have all the time in the world to just sit there and like I'm now just everyone's a meat puppet, just get in the way, blow up, just work your way through these dumb 4-card combos, and then I will solve. And then, of course, I would have had time to download Lita and Dabo, and that's how I would have rounded the corner. Or I would have gotten the 15 points off of the Cytherians and stuff like that. So, there's definitely, yeah. But it's just, excuse me, my voice is starting to give out on me here. Yeah, TNG Borg's good. I feel like the Staging Ground deck has like a lot of room for like people to mess with it. I built it in my kind of weird way with snipers, where I'm like, I'm going to challenge myself to come up with a way to like play all these weird people and yet still be sniper efficient. But that is not at all how I would recommend playing this in like a major event. Like when I did it almost as a personal challenge because sniper is kind of my signature card. And so I was like, can I make sniper work with this? But realistically, that's not a thing. Like easily, this could easily be moved to a 20 dilemma and still be a 2-mission win deck, because between Quite a Coincidence and Dabo Lita, it's easy just to pull out the 2 snipers and pull out and pull out that they call themselves the Maquis, and there you go. You've got 19 or 20 dilemmas, and there you go. So, but again, thank you so much, Josh, for participating and being such a pleasant sport.
I had a blast.
Yeah, I hope you did. Because I kind of envy you, like being a new player, exploring everything, coming back after so many years. Like there's so many things that are totally new to you, and I wish you the best on your journey of looking through everything and coming up with new stuff. One of the great things about First Edition is that it's such a huge sandbox. There's so many things you can do, so many fun, interesting things that you can come up with, and do not hesitate to do what you did here, which is basically like take somebody else's deck and then just fishbowl it and figure it out, because that'll help you understand the game. Taking somebody else's deck and playing it is not a bad, that's not a dirty thing to do in this game at all, because this game is so complicated that it's often best just to say, I'm going to take somebody else's work and then just figure out how to play it until you feel comfortable building your own stuff. So,
hey, if you want to send another message out, and I'm be willing to play you anytime. I appreciate everything you did today, and
yeah,
anytime you want to play again, just let me know, and I'll be glad to put something together.
Well, I'm sure we'll do this again, Josh. I mean, you're Central Time Zone, I'm Central Time Zone.
It helps.
That definitely makes it easy for and the whole purpose, like I said at the beginning of this, and like I've been posting, the whole purpose of these videos is I want these games to not be like highly competitive. I want them just to kind of like be a thing where people watch it for the entertainment value of seeing interesting things happening in the game, not there's a time and place for like continentals and worlds level like decks to be played against each other, and I don't want these videos to be that place, right? So the next video I'm going to record will be most likely with Chris. So for everyone out there who's watching this and who's actually stuck with all the way to this part of the video 2.5 hours later, I appreciate you. I consider you to be my close personal friend if you stuck with the video for this long. But look forward to me getting in a game against Chris. He's got an old deck that he just wants to pull out of mothballs. I've got a new deck, very interesting new deck that surprised me with how good it was, considering that one of the central cards in the deck was something that I have railed against really hard this last 2 weeks. So, just go back and watch my Dogs of War review with Mark and Z, and listen to us rail on cards and a little bit. Be nice, we loved some of them, but there's a few that we were not happy with. But that, for me, I'm a type A personality, and I like the challenge. And so I gave myself the challenge of, okay, I hate this card so much, I'm going to have to just turn into green Rage Hulk monster and figure out a way to make this work, and I think I did. And so I'm kind of excited just to showcase it, a very simplified, fun version of it for everyone against Chris here. So look forward to that video. And again, thanks to my co-host Josh Camper and Christopher Sonsby. May the profits be with you.